Hey guys, my name is Paul McFarland Jr., aka the Scorpion Trucker. For 3.5 years I was a company driver, but now I'm an owner-operator. Well, how did I get here? Well, this is my journey, and I'll tell you all about it. Come on, let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to my channel. But before I get into introducing myself and what you can expect from my channel, I first wanted to give a huge shout out to all of those around the world who are involved in our country's supply chain. Getting it done every day, taking care, making sure our shelves are filled if at all possible. But I just want to give a shout out to all of those folks who are driving a van, a step van, a box truck, dry van, refrigerated van, flatbed, step deck, tanker, cattle hauler, car hauler, chicken hauler, heavy haul, oversized, crazy oversized. And I also want to give a shout out to our male and female drivers across the pond, those driving the lorries over there. Definitely want to give a shout out to you guys. And not to forget our scooter haulers. That's right, scooter haulers around the world getting it done. Thank you for your dedication, for your commitment to supplying the world. We all have different roles and different responsibilities, different levels of commitment as part of the supply chain here, but we're all on the same team. All right, a little bit about me. Born and raised in California guy, born in Oakland, California, and didn't leave California until 2 years ago. Married to my wife, my amazing wife. We've been married, it'll be 31 years in September. She's been an awesome partner in life, and I'm very much in love with my wife and our marriage, and it's good. We have 2 wonderful kids. They both still live in California. As far as my work history goes, I've always worked. As a kid, I worked mowing lawns, cleaning up people's yards. So I was always earning money as a kid. Most of my career, though, as I got older, I was in warehousing. Easy to find warehouse jobs. Lumping freight. Stocking stuff, operating forklift. I've always loved operating equipment. So being a forklift operator, I've been certified like 2 or 3 different times. For several years, I was a technical recruiter in the 90s, back in the heyday of the .com era of our country in Silicon Valley, San Jose area, California. Worked as a recruiter, technical recruiter, putting hardware, software engineers to work, drafters, designers, mechanical engineers. Loved it. That was my dream job. I really, really loved technology. That's back when computers were really just coming out. And it was great. It was really cool to be on the forefront of all that and to increase my knowledge about different skill sets. I ended up working for Intel as a contractor. Made great money there, never would have left. Because prior to that, when my wife and I got married in 1991, I was in school getting my A&P license, airframe and power plant. So I became a jet mechanic. And unfortunately, around 90, 91, 92, the airline industry in this country really just took a dump and nothing got started. I never worked as an aircraft mechanic, but I loved it because I've always been mechanically inclined. That has served me very well as an owner-operator because I do a lot of my own repairs myself. I worked as a director for a company in Sacramento where I had 2 managers under me and 14 employees. We had a fleet there. We had 3 box trucks, 2 pickup trucks, and a couple of vans. So I was responsible for keeping all of that maintained, as well as a contract we had with the state of California. I love traveling, fishing, playing golf. Something that I'll probably be getting into in the not too distant future is RC planes. But probably one of my biggest passions is music. Here's a copy of my CD right here. You can see that. Yeah, I did that. I produced, mixed, edited, mastered everything. That CD, it was a labor of love, and it was, I think the next time I do that, and I do have other projects that I would love to get into in the future, but I think I'll hire somebody else to do it. For 7 years in the Sacramento area, I played professionally at a lot of wineries, restaurants, weddings. I played a lot over in the Napa Valley, and I just love it. I'm a saxophonist, and yeah, I love music. That's what I really love doing, and yeah, I hope to get back into that in the future and do a little more of that. How did I get into trucking? Well, I've always loved driving, and at some point in my life, I'm driving something, a car, a van. I got a job driving a step van. Actually, I worked for a company called Airmark, a uniform company. I worked for a small carrier out of San Diego that had a yard in San Leandro. And I drove a 26-foot box truck. Needed a Class B for that. It had air brakes. Did that for about 3 years until we had our son, and then I wanted to be off the road. So I've always driven. There was a stretch of time in the 2000s where I drove for Uber and Lyft over in San Francisco. Loved it. It was great until they changed our rates, and then it wasn't worth it anymore. But I had gotten to the point in my life, I've had a lot of different jobs, and I really wanted stability and especially moving close to my 50s. What am I going to do? You know, I had a lot of jobs, but nothing was really like a career. So I decided I wanted to get into nursing. So I was a CNA for 2.5 years, but then that didn't work. So then I went back to driving and worked for a company, answered an ad for driving a box truck again, 26-foot box truck with a lift gate, delivering. It was a laundry company, so picking up the dirty laundry, delivering the clean laundry, that type of thing. My second day on the job, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and so I started looking for schools. And in time got my CDL. But that's pretty much about me in a little bit of a nutshell. So what can you expect from my channel? Well, I want a channel where people who are new to the industry can have a resource to go to find out things about the trucking 101, basic stuff. So there's going to be very basic stuff on this channel. I'll also share tips and show video footage of working on the truck yourself. I mean, mechanical things. It can be basic things, from changing light bulbs to changing a starter. I've had the opportunity to do all of that as an owner-operator. So all of that stuff, just passing on information. There'll be some, because it is my journey, there'll be some day-in-the-life type stuff. I'll share with you guys my setup in the truck channel. I also want to have a segment on my channel called Ask the Experts, where I will interview experts in the field of trucking, all types of different things, just so that, for you to have that knowledge. And because I see it all the time. I see drivers, new drivers who are out there, and I can just tell very little training, and I can understand that because I didn't have much training when I went to CDL school. So I learned a lot, and again, I had people around me teaching me, showing me, hey, you need to do this, stay away from that, and it's just that type of thing that I want to pass on because I believe it can help the industry as a whole. It can help new drivers have more confidence. And have a better experience. I'm not a veteran driver, but 5.5 years, I've seen a few things out here, and sometimes there are people who need help parking. And I see videos, guys are sitting at a truck stop with their camera and their ticket, and they're making fun of people who are backing in and, calling them names. Well, there's not gonna be any of that on my channel. I'm the guy who will get out and help them back in, wave them in. It's like, hey, I was there. I was there. When I first started driving a semi-truck, the first company I worked for, our loading dock was so tight and the bays were so tight. It was really the perfect training ground for me. It would take me 15 minutes to back in. Hop out of the truck, go look. I didn't want to hit anything, And so, yeah, I've been there. And a lot of you have too. So, my channel, I hope that even some drivers who are more experienced can actually chime in as well and add some of your experience into the mix. On my next video, I wanted to give 5 tips, 5 things that I'm doing right now to stay in business. But I wanted to thank you guys again. Thank you. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like button, the thumbs up or the thumbs down, however you want to do it, as well as hit that bell notification, and so that you can be notified when I post other videos. So take care, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.